Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, great Inspiritus, co-creators of the new, divine, holy waters of New Earth, the heavenly flow of the new blueprints of our royal bloodlines, of the sovereign nation, of our empire of love. In this activation, the Holy Spirit fills us with the courage and strength of our divine purpose to fulfill our missions of this great ascension, and see this process through until the very end. We do not stop until we are fully anchored and embodied in the fifth dimension of heaven on earth. We are in the time of transcendence. We are transcending the old false programs and narratives of the false 3D matrix as we transform this realm into the 5D divine matrix. We have had major streams all day of pulsing, fifth dimensional, gamma plasma, adamantine particles flowing in from the great central sun. These appeared on the Schumann charts as white streaks of light at amplitudes 29, 30, 45 Hz, and a massive blast at 55 Hz. This creates a 5-5 higher dimensional portal, fully open and connected to Mother Earth's grids and vortexes for this transformation into Mothership Earth 33. These 5D plasma waves from Hunabku are assisting in upgrading our light vessels into diamond light bodies of unbreakable filaments of angelic strings. The celestial harp resonates to the new tones of the new Eden. Ride the waves of the new frequency into the paradise discovered in the kingdom of heaven within. Aho, 808 coming in. We had some powerful new wave patterns, frequencies coming in on the Schumann charts also today. These are new light language codes that are interpreted by our superconscious minds and translated into the language of the spheres. These are new codes from the Elohim legions of light. And the Seraphim are coming in now. Adonai Shalom, the holy host of 5D. Peace be unto you, warriors of the light. 222 flowing in. The angelic realms connecting with us now through our crown chakra and our heart center. With these massive waves coming in today, we had many powerful activations all over Pachamama. We had 120 M1.5 or greater earthquakes last 24 hours. In the last 7 days, we had 1,088, 188. Most powerful today, south of Africa, 5.8, 12 Divine Goddess. And this was in between Africa and Antarctica. Earlier today, we had a powerful activation in Guadalupe, 5.1. This is New Atlantis energy, the divine masculine energy coming in. Then in eastern Xinjiang, China, formerly known as Tibet, close to Mount Everest, Himalayan mountains, we had a 5.0, 35 kilometers depth. South of Africa, the most powerful 5.8, Nicaragua, Central America, 4.4, Divine 44, Fiji, very powerful 4.1, 565 kilometers depth. Puerto Rico, 3.3, 33 of Divine Mastery, 3 kilometers depth, 333 portal. In the crown of Lemuria, Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands, 3.7, 37 into 73. Heaven on Earth, 10 kilometers depth, 10, 10, 10 portal. Indonesia, 4.5, Council of 9 coming in. Russia, Atlasovo, 4.4, another 4.4, 8.8 portal. Lionsgate, Lyran Nation, New Zealand, Kermadec Islands, 4.8, 12, Divine Feminine. South Pacific Ocean, 5.3, 638 kilometers depth, very deep into Pachamama. Puerto Rico, 3.0, Tonga, 4.8, 4.7, Venezuela. This is in the northern point of South America, northern tip of the Andes Mountains, Amazonia, with a 4.6 activation. Itzu Islands, Japan, 4.6, Chile, South America, 4.4, San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina, 4.8, In the heart of Lemuria, Makakilo City, Hawaii, 3.9, 12 Divine Feminine Energy, with the new Lemurian rising. This is Divine Goddess rising. Taiwan, 5.0. Iran, 4.5, another 9 activation, 99, 99, 10 degree. Sky beings with us now. Nacozari Viejo, Sonora, Mexico, 4.0. South of Africa, another 4.7 activation. And then Nicaragua, Central America, home of our Mayan elders, 44888 portal. The royal Lyrans of the new Lemuria rising now. Feel the power and the courage in the sacred heart core, the heart center. Mildantien rising, pulsing, firing up the threefold flame of divine Trinity, rising within the center of the wheel, the sacred fire blazing in the center of our most holy hoop. If you visit the powwows of our native peoples, you'll witness sometimes the hoop dancers, symbolizing many powerful things, sacred geometry, the hoop of life, the wheel of life, the wheel of Dharma, the truth, turning, 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 the sacred spin, the sacred spiral. You see this in all ancient cultures, religions. You see this in the original Islam of the peoples, the whirling dervishes. They spin till they feel like they're standing still in the center, the eye, the center of the wheel, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, God, Source, Creator. Remember, everything expands as a sphere and contracts as a square. That is the laws of nature. Be it sound, be it light, be it all energy. Now let us continue with the current Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 1 degree, 10 minutes Gemini. The sun is at 3 degrees, 16 minutes Libra. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 4 degrees Libra. A group of young people sit in spiritual communion around a campfire. There we go with the fire in the middle, pyramid, the vortex, the ascension, the rising to the peak, the holy temple. Current Sabian symbol for the moon at 2 degrees Gemini. Santa Claus, filling stockings furtively. Very busy guy. The shaman's work is never done. 737 coming in. Heaven on earth. Aho. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the tarot deck. Dreams of Gaia from Raven Phelan. And the card she pulled for you today. Very beautiful card. Card 24. Faith. This happens to be the last card of the major arcana. The keywords faith, self-belief, confidence, divine connection, trust, serenity, surrender. Key phrases: faith is beautiful. Self-belief helps you to overcome. Self-belief and faith inspire confidence. Doubt breeds mistakes. Cruel words can do lasting harm. Do not give up because of past mistakes. Be kind and supportive. Set yourself believable goals. You matter. You are enough. You are not alone. Do not be unkind because others have been unkind to you. Take delight in compliments. Meaning, to have faith, the 8th of the influence cards, is a beautiful thing. It inspires a feeling of serenity that is unshakable. With faith comes a level of self-confidence that sees you capable of overcoming all that life throws at you. To have self-belief gives you confidence when facing new and challenging situations. When out in a social setting, you are comfortable to be yourself. Having self-belief allows you to enjoy life more because you are less troubled by insecurity. With faith in yourself and your abilities, you stand a greater chance of having a successful career. You are more confident in taking well-considered risks. You are healthier and happier because you are under less pressure and emotional and mental stress. In turn, your relationships with others will be better. On the other hand, a lack of self-belief or faith can be seen in our moods, the way we speak about ourselves, our body language and actions. Without faith and belief in self, every decision can become an almost excruciating process. If you do not believe that you will succeed or do well, then sadly, there is an increased chance that you will not. doubt and a lack of faith breeds mistakes, procrastination, and self-sabotage. But know this, you are not unimportant. You are somebody. You are unique. You have gifts. You have strengths. You have talents. You are bright with potential. And if you believe in yourself, you will shine. A little belief can go a long way. With faith and self-belief, you can accomplish great things, even miracles. And today, from Here in the Moon Astrology, a heads up from space weather, upgraded geomagnetic storm watch. Earth's magnetic field could receive a double blow this weekend. First, a stream of solar wind is expected to hit on September 26th. Next, a CME might graze Earth during the early hours of September 27th. The combined effect could produce geomagnetic storms as strong as Category G2. Make sure you get extra rest, hydration, and grounding to minimize your energy field fritzing. And if you've been noticing the increase in solar activity, here's why. Solar maximum might come a year early. New sunspot data shows that solar cycle 25 is heating up much faster than expected. In fact, solar max could arrive in 2024 instead of 2025 as originally forecast. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. We cannot create the new on the structures, the beliefs, the knowledge, the forms of the old 3D. The old is disintegrating to make way for the new. Unless you allow yourself, all you ever knew or thought yourself to be, to dissolve, you cannot be transfigured into the new. The transfiguration process is never comfortable, and often it will be as if we are cocooned in darkness, the not knowing, the not seeing. Yet then we are in truth held within the womb of the mother. The seed we are is gestating, transforming, transfiguring. Then suddenly the light breaks through as we move through the birthing canal. We shed the cocoon. We are now lifted beyond into the totally new existence, co-creating. As new in a much higher form and existence, vibrational frequency band, thus stepping fully into the unknown. Yet our soul knows, as it embraces its full divinity, it knows only pure love and now is living it, creating with and in it. It knows oneness and unity, for it is at one within itself. With every single step into the unknown, revelation comes, and with each revelation the truth is lived, from the heart and soul of all of one's being. Such is life in the new earth in the here and now. From JudithKusel.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin, Transcending Pain and Suffering. Since Tuesday, and then with another amplification of the equinox, we are receiving a powerful influx of 13-dimensional and interdimensional tri-wave plasma infusions and starlight codes from Andromeda, carrying 12D Aurora Earth re-encryption codes. Among so much else that is going on, solar activity is heightened with a continuous influx of solar flares and winds for the past few days, and geomagnetic field instabilities, and on and off raised Schumann resonance levels lately, all assisting this most sacred of cosmic rebirths and powerful shifts in timelines, reality unfolding. The scales of balance have been restored and anchored, and we have tipped over to the positive spectrum of the collective polarity integration and unification process. It's all already unfolding. The new divine union templates are being anchored by a group of forerunners holding and stabilizing the new tri-wave trinity unity grid architecture through their own embodiment. We are overwriting the frequency net. These powerful upgrades of our 12+ dimensional blueprints and templates is causing an accelerated purification of the old ones, affecting our mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical bodies, with many and all kinds of different symptoms that can be experienced. A big focus seems to be on the lower body and chakras, as these also represent and are connected to the lower dimensional realities. All that is not in alignment with the new divine blueprints is simply being purified, re-encrypted, and dissolved at a hugely accelerated rate. This is neither about how long you think something may take in linear time to heal. It's about frequency alignment. What has previously taken us years or months to clear an upgrade now takes days or hours. The old rules don't apply anymore in all ways. We are clearing some of the very lowest beings, entities, and frequency bands of the collective consciousness and all remaining separation through our whole beingness. We can't get to the happy without clearing the sad at cellular level and all of the other lower energies, frequencies, programs, and cellular memories no longer required. It's important to allow for this all to clear and flow through and out of you without resistance to support easier and quicker processing, as we are here to assist the purge of the collective shadow through our own embodiment. Navigational tip: be in gratitude for the pain, shift the experience, crap reality, etc. Say thank you, thank you, thank you over and over again like a mantra when it gets really bad. This helps me shift my perception, and that truly is what shifts our reality. We came to recode, overwrite, and reverse it all. Know you came to co-create all new, to overwrite the false hologram and old limiting programming. But we can only do this from the 0-point field, from a place of neutrality, and in no time. We are not to suppress it either, but to feel it, to release it, while staying as balanced as possible. Everything is ultimately happening for you. It's our perception that's screwed as we think in terms of good and bad, black and white. But that's not how reality works, especially when you go multidimensional. It's the hardest lessons and the biggest pain that are our biggest teachers. It's just painful as we go through it, but afterwards we have the bird's eye view and understand why things had to be the way they were. That it all ultimately helped us grow and evolve as long as we are willing to learn and stay open-minded, not to mention that we co-create all of our experiences at a higher soul level, together as one. I know it's been very hard, believe me, I'm living it too, but keep remembering that even though you are not enjoying it, it's ultimately all very necessary to keep helping you release lower frequencies, energies, entities, density, programming from your field, blueprint, and that of the collective. Embrace the shift sandwich. Know it for what it is, an illusion, imagination, then laugh at it, and know you are the only one who can turn the shift sandwich into a wisdom sandwich, because if you don't see why it's shifty in the first place, you'll keep eating the shift sandwiches. So once you break through the limiting programming recipe of the shift sandwich, you will find a recipe for a gourmet one. Once you've figured out what ingredients make it so shifty to begin with, it's not about who's to blame for the sandwich. It's about how can I make a delicious sandwich I will enjoy and love. Accountability and responsibility is what this is ultimately about. How we can become responsible co-creators again, because so far we haven't done so well. No one to blame, just responsibility and accountability to be taken and given. We now fully break through any remaining traces of victim and victimizer programming consciousness. This is imperative if you wish to be a sovereign co-creator. We can't do this through complaining. Speaking from experience here, as I am just breaking through the last limiting programming beliefs myself, keep looking for the higher perspective, the lessons, how you can learn and grow from the experiences you had. In the end, once it's all healed and integrated, only gratitude and wisdom remains, truly. That we remember and see the perfection within the seemingly chaotic realities. Everything always happens for a reason, and ultimately for us to learn the lessons we came here for. This isn't personal, quite the opposite. It's about finding our way back to oneness and remembering again, returning to our true nature, which is love. Any and all personal conflicts, difficult experiences, dis-ease, illness, discomfort, imbalance, etc., always come back to an unresolved inner conflict projected into our reality so it can be resolved. That doesn't mean you have to enjoy it, but that it's your job to transcend it and know it for what it is, because you're the only one who can change it. You have to fully embrace your pain, stories, and suffering to then let them go once and for all. Keep loving it all up and see what happens. Big hugs? It's been shifty, no question, but also all perfectly orchestrated. It's both. Eternal love, Ramona. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777, it's time to rest, relax, and take care of our physical bodies. Take some time off and be lazy. Enjoy. Be playful. We are integrating the shifts that already happened and receiving new upgrades at the same time. It's not always easy for the body and mind. Some might be in a void-like feeling. Others might have different ascension symptoms. Some might feel amazing, full of energy and fire within. Either way, take care of yourself. Put yourself first, love yourself, and enjoy your day. Go outside. Nature will do you good. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Expansion of Time, the Arcturians. 222, flowing in again. Know your construct is forever expanding as your new light world advances. To notice yourself, be an observer, awaken to the unconscious, conscious states as your day flows. To contemplate your choices, your internal and external light awareness, as you consciously process your thoughts, your light mission. As time in your world expands, bends, realigns, be open and awaken to the changes in your new light world. For your earth is breathing a new light rhythm, as all life is aligning to the new light construct advancement, as your world is awakening to the multidimensional reality of the universe. Be love for many, as you shine your multidimensional light wayshower, sending waves of cosmic love for the new light age, with love and enlightenment. The Arcturians and Karen from KarenLithica.com. 848, shining bright. And from the Archangelic Calendar, Gaia is in Circe's will. Circe, our galaxy, acts upon the infinite universe's will, which is yet a microcosm for infinitely expanding creator source. The current setting is Earth with elements of water. Some dare call this the energy of the Northwest, which is perfectly acceptable way to digest this eclectic element. The setting is indicative of the changes in the macro environment, and the flow in which it will continue. These changes set into motion days ago seem as if they are placed in this incredible now, and the setting indicated today would also agree. We have set our reality to have an entirely different set of parameters than the ones we were born. This calendar tracks our 5D timing, which is on top of all other time frames beneath it. This circumstance is the exact way Atlantis once existed simultaneously with lower timelines and in higher dimensions. A profound solar event made the column of the sun move, as the sun is in encouraging mood. We call it a calendar because we control the flow and direction of time, and ultimately the timelines we inhabit. 5D and Legion News. When there is no give and take, the macro must step in and restore balance. Polarization is going to see opposites crash into each other and become one. A great place to find Mandela effects and confirmations of this new timeline is on reruns of classic TV shows. The Music Legion has strengthened its forces by adding artists of all modalities to their grouping. Mass panicking and confusion will have a distinct tone and will be far from random. Natural forces will not trigger these moments, smaller efforts will. When the BBC and the FD set off the alarm, it will mark a pivotal point in human history. These incidents may or may not be connected, depending on what timeline we take. The only constant thing is that this false alarm will be a marker of sorts and signal many changes. The fake lightworker leaders have started to copy legitimate messages from others. In this deception, their words will resonate because they use aspects of legit wisdom in their deceit. Take extra care in discerning all things you are being presented. When working on timeline engineering, we must anchor the line in the past to keep familiarity. This truth means significant events must be a part of the new timeline. If we lost all sense of familiarity as we jump timelines, the conscious mind would have a tough time recovering, unless of course one achieved magical consciousness. A magical consciousness is a state of being where magic is the norm. This level of consciousness will allow for the mighty master of space and magic to mystically exist in an otherwise seemingly ordinary world. There is a timeline where Nostradamus is dead on, but that isn't this one. A powerful metaphysical strike can stop any AI storms. It will also help calm down the natural ones, but asking works best in that scenario. A word to the wise if you are attempting to communicate with something. Respect must be the tone of your conversation. Angels, archangels, and cherubs are created in a natural process. This statement means no one sat in a chair and said, "Now I will make Archangel Michael It was a natural occurrence within the macro breaking into smaller and more digestible parts. With that understanding, they have all come to manifestation via very diverse pathways and life experiences. The stories of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon may be uncommon on Earth, but they are far from unusual in the cosmos. Please defend the meek and not allow anyone to bully them. From the ArchangeliCalendar.com and from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology, Mars in Libra trine Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. The business of building relationships is the cosmic order of the day. Mars in Libra is motivated to create allies, find win-win solutions to problems, forge partnerships. There's also a heated desire to fight for justice and to use diplomacy as a tool for peace. Saturn's mission in community-minded Aquarius is to create stability. Society is undergoing a heavy period of karmic consequences, and the mood is serious, but it's necessary for us to build a better future. As humanity matures, we learn to recognize how our actions affect others. Cohesion is important for the next chapter. We can learn to agree to disagree without blowing apart our foundations. Use this stabilizing influence to forge ahead with goals. Responsible action and wise use of time bring a feeling of accomplishment. Channel your passion into endeavors that benefit the wider community. Take responsibility for anger and reactivity. Play the long game. It takes discipline to build muscle. Slow down. More haste, less speed. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon, Peace Time. Today we flowed through Kin 25, Red Crystal Serpent, Kalahun, Chikchan. After receiving the freedom of the spectral tone of liberation comes the complex stability of the crystal tone of cooperation. Red Crystal Serpent, Kalahun, Chikchan guides and teaches us to honor the perfection of our physical temples through tapping into the primal life force, which energizes our senses by listening to the intrinsic wisdom of our bodies in order to regroup, recrystallize, and reform into a higher order or being. Now that we have received the freedom of the spectral energies from yesterday, Red Crystal Serpent, Kalahun, Chikchan, encourages us to focus on listening to the inherent instinctual wisdom of our physical temples so as to better receive and transmit the instinctual power of Kundalini. The magic of focused cooperation and earnest devotion elevates our abilities. Red Crystal Serpent, Kalahun, Chikchan reminds us that as we work in alliance for the benefit of the greater good, our collective efforts can offer complex stability to our planetary family at large. Through unending sincerity, unshakable willingness, and ever-deepening humility, we can co-create with other like-minded brothers and sisters in ways that manifest unlimited, exponential, positive opportunities. These allow us to slither into the simplicity of our sensuality. As this wondrous journey of existence continues, the cauldron of creation invites us to acknowledge and be thankful for all of the supportive forces that assisted our progress along the way. Cosmic History Quote for Moon 3, Day 6. By recognizing that individual life is the basic operating unit of the life of the cosmos, then we can raise our sights to collective transcendence and cosmic unification. From 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 25, Red Crystal Serpent. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are dedicate, cooperate, and universalize. This sociable energy reminds us that working in a team can yield results, and more importantly, we are all in this together. Cooperate with one another today instead of continuing to struggle on your own. The 12th day is about identifying your tribe and celebrating the things we have in common. Find the others, as Terence McKenna once said. Today is Red Serpent, and the keywords associated with it are instinct, survive, and life force. The serpent is a master of self-renewal, and it is a very healing symbol, and in my personal opinion, the most complex day in the Tzolk'in. People born on Red Serpent days are very complex too, but they are also very good at renewing themselves when they need to. They are able to shed off their old skin and just start over. For the rest of us, we can use Red Serpent Days to do just that. Let go of what holds you back and make a new life for yourself. This is one of the reasons the serpent is healing. Serpent Days can also leave us feeling hypersensitive too, so don't be hard on yourself or others. Today's guide is Red Earth, which represents evolution. This is the perfect guide for such a day. Real progress can be made in your life if you try to renew yourself with the help of others. If you were born on a Red Earth Day, you excel at leading the way. So today you are in your element. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, 999 coming in. Red Crystal Serpent, Kin 25, 25th of September 2021. Universal Navigation. 25/9/2021 equals 39 equals 795 equals 714 equals 75 equals 12 equals 3. Day codes 25 spiritual wisdom, learning from past mistakes. 7 magic mystic spiritual initiation. 39 retrospection retreat. 3 Holy Trinity joy creativity. Month year codes 9 endings, destiny, service, humanity, grace. 5 freedom, change, transformation, liberation. 14 media, publicity, promotion, recognition. Kin 25 equals 7 magic, mystic, spirituality, solitude. September 25th and Kin 25 equal 25/25 equals 7/7 double magic. A powerful code for stepping up and out of survival mode and being the change you seek. Day 12 of White Wizard Wave Spell, where we are learning to unleash our magic through our pure hearts. Today we universalize this wisdom and dedicate all the experiences we have had to the higher collective mind. The wizard teaches the serpent to pause, be reflective and not react from fear, but rather from the space of love and trust, for this is how the magic can truly flow. Crystal, tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes. Power dedicates. Essence cooperation. Crystal is the highest tone in the mental plane, meaning it's the highest level of the mind. The mind's capacity to operate with other minds in cooperation. By stage 12, old emotions, beliefs, and programs have been released and dissolved. Through the space and freedom engendered by yesterday's spectral phase of disillusion and release, new space is created for something new to emerge. New partnerships are forged, energy comes together, and crystal beings form. Stories must be shared of the wondrous and brave adventures we have been on. The crystal tone energy is brilliant for gaining crystal, clear clarity, and guidance for your next steps forward. Communication and networking flows. Information from spirit in all realms flow, particularly through the receptive shamanic power of the White Wizard. This knowledge is freely accessible by all of the new crystal beings connected to Gaia's crystalline communication grid. What information will you be broadcasting through this grid? How can your skills and knowledge assist in the upliftment of humanity out of survival mode into the newfound prosperity and bliss? A brilliant code today for clear communications to be broadcast. How can I share my passion, wisdom, and magic, engaging with others in cooperative projects for the advancement of humanity? How can we cooperate with our communities to universalize the big picture for our global family? Divine blessings for mastering your fearful instincts and transforming them into divinely guided co-creations. In la quech a la kin. Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 25, Red Crystal Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to communicate. Universalizing instinct, I seal the store of life force. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of navigation. And on this powerful day of navigating, transforming, and transcending, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in our description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. If you'd like to help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world daily and our other works, and vote for us to continue doing this sacred work, you can either make a monthly pledge or a donation at our links at egolovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes and prayer from Divine Brothor of the Light, David Alexander Lightfoot. Ascension Energy Update, Divine Decree, prayer to stay in the 5th dimension. We are all feeling the new energies and leaving the old 3D world behind in our ascension process. At this moment, many thousands have already ascended and are now grounding in the 5th dimension. Some do not even know they are there yet, but feel different, like something has been lifted and need to awaken more. We do still have our connection with the 3D world as we are multidimensional beings. However, this does not mean we need to still be running the programs from the 3D matrix. It is now up to us to continue to clean and clear ourselves as the old world is still trying to pull us down using fear and control. This divine decree, prayer, to stay in the 5th dimension will help you with this and ground more into the new. Here is the divine decree, prayer. Dear Father, Mother, Creator, the divine source of all, the ascended masters, the angelic realm, and my higher self, please help me to rise up and continue to break free from the 3D matrix of lower vibrational consciousness and energies, the old beliefs, vows, cords, hooks, attachments, abuse, blocks, suffering, control, and manipulation in all forms forever. I do not want to be connected to the old world and pulled down ever again. I see the truth, learned and mastered my lessons. I now have ascended. I am an awakened, 5th dimensional, spiritual human being, and choose not to be connected to the lower 3D world of illusion anymore. I prefer my new life living in higher vibration, in higher consciousness and divine love. I surrender to the divine will and connect with the divine mind matrix only. I ask for true love, guidance, and protection to stay clear and true to my path, co-creating this new world. I deserve to live a life of peace, support, unconditional love, joy, creativity, abundance, prosperity, health, and happiness. Please make this happen for me and for all those who choose this path. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Heart and light blessings, David Alexander Lightfoot. And with this, thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Remember, day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better at all things, in all ways, in all dimensions, timelines, in every realm, in between worlds and within all worlds. Keep rising in the honor and the glory of the dawning of the new golden age of eternal light and eternal life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, for I and the great mystery are one. For the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and with the power of my faith and my belief in myself and in the divine, I bring my true heart's delights into full manifestation. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, and walk gently your sacred path with heart. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.